go.
I'm Kata from Field Media, and I'm reporting live here from Atlanta, Georgia. Today, People TV and Immokalee protesters joined forces in order to host an epic baby shower. Hi, I'm Kata from People TV's Field Media. Today, we're here with Ms. Schwartz, and we're doing a baby shower to benefit the women of Immokalee. So, introduce yourself, Ms. Schwartz, and what connection that you have with Immokalee.
Well, hi, Michaela. My name is Diana Schwartz, and I am a media specialist for Census 2010, the United States Department of Commerce. And as the regional photographer, I did a lot of work in Immokalee to archive and get historical data of the migrant workers that gather most of our agricultural and horticultural products down in that part of Florida.
Okay, so what is this baby shower doing to benefit these people?
Well, one of the most important things in Immokalee is there is a great population of migrant workers. And because of that, there's a lot of poverty. Almost 47% of the population down there under the age of 18 live in poverty. Most of the men get up in the morning and they're picked up by buses, and they go and they pick the crops, and the women are left behind to take care of the children. And we felt that it was a good outreach to help the women and children that are left behind when the men go off to work in the fields. So the baby shower to benefit the women of Immokalee will be helping the children and the women there as an outreach.
Are there any organizations that help these people?
One of the most important one is the Lutheran Services Organization, that they do outreach, they do education, they also help the women with helping with government forms so they can get aid, and just basic needs for when the children need food or clothing.
What types of crops are grown in Immokalee?
Most of our tomatoes, that's one of the biggest crops. And what's important to know about the pickers is the average farm worker in Immokalee gets paid 50 cents for a bucket of tomatoes, and that's over 30 pounds of tomatoes. So they have to pick a lot of tomatoes during the day just to make minimum wage, to the point that if you total it up on a whole year, a migrant worker has to pick over 2 tons of tomatoes just to earn $12,000 in a year.
Okay. So what do you think the government should do in this aid?
Well, there's a lot of outreach programs in that the government, the Department of Commerce, and different programs have partnered with different outreach there. But one of the biggest problems that the federal prosecutor has brought up is that Immokalee is considered the hotbed of modern day slavery. Just this year, in the year 2010, there have been 2 modern day slavery rings broken up. They were holding 1,000 people against their will and paying them pennies a day to do the farm work. So since 1997, there have been 7 different human trafficking rings broken up down there. So right now the federal government is most involved with that activity because it's criminal activity. And then from there, they hope to grow more awareness of the community and to help the people there for their education and their basic needs.
Cool. Is there anything that American citizens could do to just send like pennies a day like they do on television to help these people? Are there people who do ads on TV, such as People TV?
Well, once the people are made aware that the food that's on our table is there because of the work and these people break their back to pick those crops, and if you understand that we pay a cheap price for most of our groceries, for our tomatoes, for our onions, for the oranges that get picked off the trees for our orange juice, and just to understand to help promote fair labor practices so that if we have to pay a few more pennies at the supermarket for our food, but the people are treated more fairly, that's a good end result.
What corporations, like other than McDonald's and Burger King that I've heard, have agreed to pay more for the Immokalee workers so that they're reaching out to them? What other corporations?
Well, right now there's been some negotiations with Publix and Kroger, and they're looking to get better pricing for their products so that money will trickle down and help the farm worker.
Okay. So do you think that this will eventually reach out to the people of Immokalee, and why?
I think it will eventually reach out for the people of Immokalee, because with programs like what People TV is doing through this field media project, there's going to be more knowledge and more information. Because even as a person that worked for the government and went down there on an assignment, it was still shocking for me to learn that there have been human trafficking rings broken up here in the 21st century. So that fair practices is what's important, and that's with knowledge and information we get there.
Okay. Well, I'm Makeda from Field Media's People TV, and hopefully the Immokalee people want one day have justice. Let's pray for that.